Hello, my name is Yamilet Samaniego. I'm currently a junior at the University of Oklahoma, and I am majoring in social and political justice with minors in Spanish and nonprofit organizational studies. My pronouns are she, her, hers, and I'm originally from Oklahoma City. So I always really knew that I wanted to attend the University of Oklahoma just because it was so close to home and I was able to visit the campus previously through programs such as the High School Leadership Conference, Latinos Without Borders, and specifically the TREE Conference. And I think when I was attending all those programs is when I got the first view of what college would look like as a leader, as being involved, and I got to meet a lot of great people and mentors that helped me write letters of recommendation and that were able to help me through my transition into college. And so after that, I just fell in love with the campus and everybody that worked through OU. They were all just so helpful, and I am very grateful that I decided to come here. Ever since then, I've really tried to be involved with campus through different organizations. I've tried to give it my all, and I have been really happy with the progress, the things I've accomplished here, and the people I've met. And so, even though I still have a year left, I am very excited to be able to get involved with different things and be able to finish really strong towards my degree. I think I possess a lot of qualities and skills that can be very beneficial to certain organizations, such as DEP. Um, I went to predominantly white high school, so just wanting to get out of that mindset and wanting to learn more about the resources that minorities have. As being a first generation college student, it was really hard for me to be able to find my grounds within the university. And so things like this make me want to help other people. And just by being bilingual, by being from a Mexican household, I believe that I can relate to a lot of students that are coming in that need help, that would like to learn more about the resources and are not really sure where they need to start. So different things like that. I've also worked with freshmen in the past since I was a resident advisor. I've done multiple different organizations and held a lot of executive positions that I think have prepared me really well to be able to talk to people. Certain things, such as recruitment, I have a lot of experience in. And I think overall, I just have a very open mind and I am willing to help people in whatever they may need, or if not, just be able to send them in the right direction. I've also changed my major in the past, so I have done a couple of different things. I have gone through administration, so I think that I just have a lot to offer and that the students would really benefit from. Because when I was going through this transition, I didn't really feel like I had a lot of people that were on my side other than my sister and a couple of mentors. So I do think that a lot of the different experiences that I've held in the past would be really great for this position. So as I mentioned previously, when attending these types of different programs and being able to meet people through that, as well as having my sister as kind of an insider person that would be able to tell me how things kind of run at the university, I think that those were really important things for me as a student trying to decide which university I wanted to attend. And as a DEP intern, I think a lot of the work that is being done is essentially that having to give resources to new students that aren't really sure what they are trying to follow through their career path. Maybe they just need a friendly face to help them, maybe just answer some questions, things like that. And I'm very grateful that I had that opportunity and that I had people in my corner that helped me through that. And I think that through this program, I would be able to help other people as well, so that they could also have a great experience just as I have. I think one of the biggest challenges that I could foresee while being a DP intern is the fact that I may not be able to relate to every single prospective student that comes through the door. But I do bring a lot to the table, such as being a minority, such as being bilingual and coming from a Hispanic household. I have learned a lot of things on how to communicate with different types of minorities. I don't really think that would be a huge issue. And if there is a problem that I may encounter, then I could just be a stepping stool for somebody else to step in and help and just be able to lead them in the correct path that they need, or connect them with certain resources that I know of, even though I'm not the specific person that can help in that area. But I think that with every challenge, there is a goal and a new way to improve. And so I do really think that it depends on a case by case basis, but just being able to support people and showing them the correct path that they might need, or just showing them a resource that we might have, would be the best way to deal with whatever sort of challenge I may encounter. I think that if a prospective student were to ask me about certain allegations or anything that has previously been on the news from OU, I would definitely encourage them to ask these types of questions and do their research before signing with one specific university. But I would also let them know that the actions of certain people within the university should not place such a negative connotation on the entire school as a whole, and just try to reaffirm them that we are trying to improve and we are trying to do different things and change our settings so that they can be more progressive and open-minded. And so moving forward, we do need to look at these things, but it's always a growing opportunity for us. And so just letting them know that this is something that we are always thinking about, I think would be the best way to deal with that. I think that one way that DEP could really try to reach more underrepresented students is by going to high schools that are predominantly white. For example, I went to Westmore High School, and I really didn't get to see that opportunity from OU as being a minority, because a lot of those programs were focused on different schools. And so maybe just reaching out, maybe adding some recruitment advisors that could go to these different types of schools around the area would really improve those specific minorities that aren't really seeing these programs. So I think that reaching out to these schools or different academies in which the minority rates are just lower would be really great for those students that haven't really been exposed to these types of programs at the university, and it would just be beneficial for the entire university and this organization specifically as a whole. I believe that the work that DEP does is extremely important for not only minorities, but different types of students that are coming into the university, and they want to see just how we want to make education more accessible and see the types of resources that we have through the university. And so by allowing minorities or whoever that may be to have a safe space to be able to talk to with like-minded individuals who all have the same goal, which is to graduate, would be really beneficial for them as well as for current students at the moment. Just being able to see people who look like you in these positions and these roles that are involved on campus, that want to lead and to help others get to their degree as well, I think is really impactful for anybody that just might be looking from an outside perspective. Lastly, I would just like to thank you all and appreciate you for your consideration and your time. I feel very passionately about organizations such as DEP on campus, and I've tried to be very involved in the past. And so I think that this program aligns really well with the things that I would like to do in my everyday career path. And I think that this would be really beneficial for me as well as for other incoming students. So thank you.